Hey, this is Idutricllak, if you know by now. If you don't, I don't know where you've been. But these days, nowadays, are full of coldness. They're full of coldness. And a lot of people are freezing. Idutricllak stands for I don't understand the reason I can't live like a king. And my enemies, I am putting a stake, fork, a flag into the ground and claiming that my enemies from this point forward until things change from a money standpoint are against King Samuel Palm and Motel Granite. I got another piece that I'm going to put together that I'm going to explain a little bit later when I finish it. But it is called rotating. And I'm going to tell you about a medieval process that happened in the 1700s. And it's really screwed up. And these guys have managed to be ahead of the game and always take advantage of situations. Now, I was always the nice guy in the group that provided things for us when we all didn't have nothing. But now these cats done took off, and they've done it for a lot of years, and I was left behind. Whereas I was doing time, incarcerated, locked up in prison, and caught for things that I was guilty of, but not alone. And I'm not saying King Samuel Palm and Motel Granite are guilty. I'm just saying I got caught. And now, here it is some 300, 400 years later, I want mines. And these ideas of machinery, which you'll see in the rotating, inside of the Godstalker book, inside of the public razor, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And you guys better pay attention and watch what's happening next. I got some ideas, but this time I'm planning on not sharing them. I see how they do. They take your ideas and they run. And they make profits. And they leave you in the dust, even though you're the one who created this stuff. And it's enough to make you want to kill, man. And the media, the newspaper, all have, Idutricllak is a killer. He's this animal because I bombed his desert land mansion. And so I'm the one that's to blame for any type of evil that occurs, I guess. So I'm like Satan or the Antichrist. And I hate that. Like I told you before, man, I introduced them to God. I introduced them to the concept of self-love. And that was way back before in the 1700s. And now look at them. Always 2, 3, 16 steps ahead of the game. You got 95% of the people worshiping the ground that they walk on. It's unbelievable. Here I am in the 5 percentile. Can't get no respect, no kind of way. But I don't understand the reason I can't live like a king. I'm connected with the original people, the idea generators. Throw me into a box and just disrupt the whole program. And they had the audacity to come and talk to me through a real thick, super thick glass where I was detained and couldn't get to them and asking me for ideas. Can you believe that? I'm behind bars, dealing with solitary confinement and different type of things in my life, locked up in 23 hours. And these cats is out here living life up for years, decades, centuries. And y'all got the ball sacks to come and ask me from being locked up somewhere underground to assist y'all in this process of gaining more. I looked around because I could not believe it. I had been locked away for about 60 years before they came to see me. 60. I can't believe that. Then they show up around 1786 or something like that with these ideas and asking me how to improve things. I'm like, man, seriously, y'all already got me for what it's worth. I no longer would pump life and ideas into King Samuel Poem and Motel Granite ever. So now that I'm out, I'm putting together my own stuff. I've taken over kind of the network thing, and that's what I plan on doing. And all of my ideas and stuff will run straight directly through me, Idutricllak, and the people that support me. I got to give props again to Maurice Goodwin and the Good Always Win brand, because he is the only one, him and his associates and family members and established folks have created a platform for me. Now for you, that might be some form of controversy because Maurice Goodwin also supports, funds, and profits King Samuel Poem, brought them to life, and also Motel Granite. But I can't be mad with him because he put me on. So as the boss, he can do whatever he wants to. But I got a beef to pick with the other people that's affiliated with this process. So I understand there's supposed to be some type of barriers or strings or something put up and supposed to stay inside of a box. Well, the Good Always Win brand know that I'm outside of the box. I got love for them three because they run things. And with the two young troopers in charge as well, nothing but respect for the straight A kids. But outside of that, everything else is open for war. And I understand the big plan. And I'm glad I've been cut into it. And so now I'm expected to just chill and take my fruit and just multiply. Well, I don't get fat off the land. I like to pump back into people because that's who I am. I'm cut and designed to help the poor. That's what I do. So I always got a link, a connection, a drive to always be with the poor. And maybe that's my problem. I'm always trying to help people that don't have no damn desire to help me. Again, shout out to the Good Always Win brand. The three, two kings and a queen. Royalty, and the creator of the networks. This is Idutricllak. I go by I do, and I really do, 90-something% of the time. The goal is to have my way, to exercise my freedoms the way that I want freedom, the way I want freedom. Receive my residual income so I can live my life the way I'm supposed to. Take care of the people that I want to take care of. I got a lot of folks that are poor that I have to take care of. So give me mines. And I'm coming back to the table and dealing with Maurice Goodwin and the Good Always Win brand, and we take it from here. So for King Samuel Poem, the Motel Granite, and even Queen Tippy Toomey, y'all stay out of my way. And there's a lot more of y'all that I'll name coming down the line. So if you get in my way, you don't get plowed over.